Kevin, when we first started dating, I quickly knew you were the one. On our first date, when we went out to lunch to BJ's, I was nervous but felt very excited for our future. In the beginning, I went to San Diego for school and you went away to boot camp for the Navy. I felt like this was the first test in our relationship, but there's never been any doubt in my mind that we wouldn't be able to do it. And to think that was just the start of our long-distance relationship while you were deployed or even living out of the country, you still made me feel comforted. You always made it easy. You're my best friend, my crime show watching partner, and my number one support. You know all the right things to say, even when I'm hangry, and how to encourage me even in the most difficult situations, even when I'm not sure I can do it. I promise to stand by your side at all times, to encourage you to achieve your goals, and to always laugh with you. I promise to always be open and honest and to grow with you. I promise to love, cherish you through every obstacle that may come into our path, and to comfort you when the Vikings lose and drink a beer with you when they win. I look forward to our future together and someday our family. I look forward to creating a home with you and waking up with you every single day. I vow to love you the way you deserve to be loved, with admiration, respect, and kindness. I love you, Kevin Matthew Brown. I can't wait to marry you today. Love you, Chelsea.
After what we had, I know you understand. I need you.
Nice. Wayfarers Chapel. Back
Sometimes it's hard to find anchor through the wind.
Got a nice bright star. Hopefully there's some life on that star.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually more nervous of like when I stood up there for the rehearsal.
Yeah, that
and
was
I was like, oh, this is really
all the
awkward.
eyes
This is
on
gonna be
you.
Our day is finally here. Woo! 8 years ago, you made the decision to go to Havasu with your mom and Lindsay's for Kelly's wedding. Who knew that decision would change both of our lives in the best way possible? For me, it was love at first sight. I knew I had to talk to you, and I'm glad I did. That night, I didn't think that we talked enough. I couldn't stop thinking about you the next day, which is why I found you on Facebook and sent you a now cringeworthy message. Best decision of my life. Looking back over the last 8 years, it's amazing what we have been through. Over those years, you have shown me that you're the greatest person in the world. We have grown together and truly become our one together. Today, that oneness becomes official. People have constantly asked if I was nervous. I always say, no, just excited. We are excited, but also nervous. I know this is meant to be, and I'm so excited for our future together. I promise that I will always be there for you. We will continue to grow, to love each other, to laugh, and to have a great time together. Today is the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Let's get it started. I love you today and every day, forever and ever. Love, the luckiest guy in the world, your soon-to-be husband and best friend, Kevin. Okay, I did it.
I live a lifetime every moment when I'm holding you close. Lay your head down on my shoulder. Honey, I won't ever let go. Because you pulled me like a magnet. Now I'm right where I belong. I'm gonna love you the same for the rest of my days. And on and on and on. 'Cause as long as we keep dancing, we'll stay young at heart. And every time I hold you in my arms, you give me deja vu. Like I've been waiting my whole life to find that you. 'Cause when I'm looking at your eyes, I go from California to Timbuktu, back to dancing in the living room. If I got you, Baby, every day's a honeymoon. Oh, it's a honeymoon. Baby, every day's a honeymoon. I wanna spend some time in Paris, serenade you on the beach. We'll take a picture for our parents, but we're never gonna leave. Nobody knows you like I know you. Nobody loves you like I do. And if I'm never a star, but I got my guitar, I'll be singing songs to you. 'Cause as long as we keep dancing, we'll stay young at heart. And every time I hold you in my arms, you give me deja vu. Like I've been waiting my whole life to find that view. 'Cause when I'm looking at your eyes, I go from California to Timbuktu, back to dancing in the living room. If I got you, baby, every day's a honeymoon. Oh, it's a honeymoon. Baby, every day's a honeymoon. Maybe we'll end up in New York City. Maybe we'll end up out in LA. Maybe we'll decide to stay right here forever after. I will love you all the same. You give me deja vu. Like I've been waiting my whole life to find that view. 'Cause when I'm looking at your eyes, I go from California to Timbuktu, back to dancing in the living room. If I got you, baby, every day's a honeymoon. Oh, it's a honeymoon.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered and keeps absolutely no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil but rejoices in truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three things remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. More inspiring words written by Victor Hugo says, love participates of the soul itself. It is of the same nature. Love is the divine spark. Love is incorruptible, indivisible, imperishable. It is a point of fire that exists within us, which is immortal and infinite, which nothing can confine and which nothing can extinguish. We feel it burning even to the very marrow of our bones, and we see it beaming in the very depths of heaven. If you turn around and face your guests. Would you please rise? You are here today, again, as family and the closest of friends to Chelsea and Kevin. I would like to ask you at this time if you would give your blessing to them on this, their wedding day. Will you support them in their love for each other? And will you welcome each of them into your families with love? If so, respond by saying, "We will." We will. Thank you. You may be seated. Kevin, do you promise to honor Chelsea as your wife, to live together in holy matrimony? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, and be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Chelsea, do you promise to honor Kevin as your husband, to live together in holy matrimony? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, and be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
We've gathered on this beautiful day to celebrate the bond that has grown between you, and also to ask the blessing of your family and friends, as well as God's blessing upon you as you enter your new life together as husband and wife. The love that has drawn you together is a precious gift from God and one of the greatest blessings of human existence. This love lives in the inner reaches of your hearts. And today in this marriage ceremony, We seek to make this inward love outwardly visible through words and symbols. You are speaking the commitment you are making to each other in the stating of your intentions and in the repeating of your vows. And you are symbolizing your union in the exchange of rings and in the lighting of your marriage candle. The very nature of love is to want to give to another, to give ever more fully and to feel joy in that giving. How true this is of the special love that brings you together on this very significant day in your journey, your wedding day. This love calls forth the best qualities in each of you, seeking to break down all that would attempt to keep you apart. The growing bonds of affection, loyalty, and trust can bring you a greater meaning and purpose to life than what you might otherwise achieve alone. Marriage, in this sense, is a uniting on all of the levels of your being, body, mind, heart, and spirit. The longer you live together as husband and wife, and the more you grow as individuals, the more you will have to contribute to your marriage. As you strive to fulfill the commitment that you make here today, your life together will be increasingly full of joy, satisfaction, and peace. In all of the events of life, hold fast to the vision and the promise of this your wedding day. Now, if you turn and face each other and holding hands as you would hold each other's hearts, you may now commit your lives to one another by repeating your vows. Repeat with me, Kevin. I, Kevin, will cherish you, Chelsea,
I, Kevin, will cherish you, Chelsea,
as my wife now and forever.
as my wife now and forever.
I vow to love and hold you,
I vow to love and hold you,
for better or worse,
for better or worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health.
sickness.
I will give and receive,
I will give and receive,
speak and listen,
speak and listen,
inspire and sustain
inspire and sustain.
in all our life together.
In all our life together,
I will treasure our love.
I will treasure our love.
I can tell you're kind of enjoying this. aren't you?
I'm like, you did it.
Do it one more time.
Repeat with me. I, Chelsea, will cherish you, Kevin,
I, Chelsea, will cherish you, Kevin,
as my husband now and forever.
as my husband now and forever.
I vow to love and hold you,
I vow to love and hold you,
for better or worse,
for better or worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poor,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will give and receive.
Say it again.
I will give and receive.
I will give and receive,
Speak and listen.
speak and listen,
Inspire and sustain.
inspire and sustain
In all our life together,
in all of our life together.
I will treasure our love.
I will treasure our love.
The wedding ring is an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual state of being. Today I ask for God's blessings upon these rings, that they might be symbols and constant reminders as you wear them of the love that you share and the promises you are committing to each other on this your wedding day. Then repeat with me. In receiving this ring,
In receiving this ring,
the symbol of our love
the symbol of our love
and commitment,
and commitment,
I embrace you, Kevin,
I embrace you, Kevin,
as my husband
as my husband
from this day forward.
on this day forward. Wait, how do we do this good?
She wants to put that on your finger, just there you go. Repeat with me. In receiving this ring,
Receiving this ring,
the symbol of our
the
love
symbol of our love
and commitment,
and commitment,
I embrace you, Chelsea,
I embrace you, Chelsea,
as my wife
as my wife,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
The vows that you have made to one another have power as they represent and reflect the love that you share and the promises you have exchanged. I now invite you to symbolize your union and by coming to the altar and lighting your marriage candle. turn face me now.
Okay.
I have a blessing for the two of you called the elements of love. May your love be like the earth, rich, natural, deeply rooted, strong as rock, yet soft as sand, always growing, always patient. May your love be like fire, passionate, intense, and energetic, a flame that never dies, as radiant as the morning sun and as warm as an evening embrace. May your love be like water, moving, constantly changing, never still, never stagnant, as vast as the ocean and as fresh as a spring's rain. May your love be like air, the sharing of dreams, thoughts, and emotions, always fragrant, always carefree, found in the breeze of a whisper or in the breath of a kiss. May your love be like all four elements, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually intertwined, to create a perfect balance that binds your two hearts into one. And now, Kevin, Chelsea, in the sight of God and in the presence of your family and friends, you have celebrated your covenant of marriage. In light of your declaration and by the authority given me, I now pronounce that you're husband and wife. Kevin, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my delight and privilege to present to you for the very first time in history, Mr. and Mrs. Kevin and Chelsea Brown.
This road, it takes me home where skies are blue. I walk this road because I know it leads to you. No matter when, no matter what, I have a place to go.
Oh, sorry.
I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I knew waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, darling. Just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes, you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark, you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, our newlyweds, Kevin and Chelsea.
Crazy with Chelsea and Kevin. And I'm not blowing you off, Kevin, don't worry. I've been thinking about some things, how this is supposed to work. That's it. Yeah. They're just a beautiful couple. They truly, truly are. And it's my privilege to have all of you today to share that with us. I do want to thank a few people. I'd like to thank Judy and David for sharing and being a part of this. And we're getting to know them a little bit better, and that's great. I'm looking forward to that as life moves on. I got to thank my wife. Yeah. A lot of you know I'm not very emotional. So I'm trying to hold this damn thing together as best I can. But, why not be emotional over a moment like this? No. Yeah. I just want to... Mommy's over there. Go ahead. I want to just honor a few people, too. I have Pat and Kathy flew all the way from New York. Those are Erin's friends from high school. Yeah. My brother and his daughter, Tiffany, flew from Vegas. Erin and I drove from Torrance. And, Kevin, the other Kev, I sipping a bud right now. He's here in New York and here, but he's a big part of all of our lives, and I just want to thank him. And my brother-in-law, Ted, is here. He flew from Ohio. I was also thinking a lot about, people I got to know over time, and you get to know accountants and lawyers and people that served in the military, as Kevin did, officers, nurses. And then I started thinking about it. That's our kids. All our kids are those professions. They've all grown up to be really, really great people. I can't say a bad word about anybody, any kid I know. Proud of them. Thank you.
From the time Kev was born, he was an amazing young man, kid. He was always compassionate and kind to everybody. And after school, I've lost my place in my notes. Yeah. Well, afterwards, he worked and went to school, and then on May 1st in 2010, at Kelly and Evo's wedding, he met Chelsea. And he liked her right away. And by the end of the month, I think they decided to be in a relationship with each other. And Kevin had already signed up, enlisted in the Navy on a deferred enlistment. So on March 15th, he went into the Navy. And he was gone for 4 years, and he went to some amazing places and lived in Japan for a little over 2 years. And Chelsea was always here for him. And yes. And when he went into the Navy, both my parents, who are gone now, were so proud of him, especially my dad, because my dad's family, his dad, his brothers, his brother-in-laws were all in the Navy, and he was so proud that Kevin was his only descendant who went into the Navy as well. And my mom was also very proud, and Kevin would call her on all the important dates, wherever he was. So she really cherished that. When they got back, when he got back, he went back to work and got his degree. And last November, he popped the question finally. We were waiting. And he graduated. He's working at CBS. And here we are today on this absolutely wonderful day. And I want to tell Gary and Aaron, thank you so much for this wonderful event. I mean, it's amazing. And thank you guys for bringing us all together. And I'm so happy that Chelsea is officially in our family. We've loved her for many years, and now she's my daughter-in-law. So here's to both of you. Cheers, and a long and happy life together.
So I've known Chelsea for 15 years when we just started middle school at Marilest, and shortly after found out that we both were on Dapplegray Lane. And I've known Kevin for about 8 years, so I'd like to say I've witnessed their relationship grow from the very start. Within the first year, Kevin and Chelsea started dating. Kevin enlisted into the Navy, and at a certain point wasn't able to speak to Chelsea. Oh, hello? Okay. And could only communicate via snail mail. I knew this relationship was something really special. Whenever Chelsea would get a letter from Kevin in the mail, her face would light up like I've never seen before. She'd make him care packages just so he knew that she cared and was thinking of him. And when he was stationed in Oklahoma, Chelsea would make a trip out there almost every month just so they could be together. Although the distance was hard at times, they fought through it and only looked on the positive side that soon they wouldn't be away from each other anymore. This was a true testament to how much they cared for each other. One of the things I love the most about Chelsea is that she really loves with all of her heart and will be by your side through thick and thin. And one of the things I admire the most about Kevin is that he's such a genuinely kind and selfless person. I can't think of two people who complement each other the way you do and truly think this is a perfect match. You two are meant to find each other in this world, and Kevin, I honest to God don't think there's anyone who would be able to make Chelsea as happy as you do and will for the rest of her life. I'm so lucky to have you both in my life, and Chelsea, you're like the sister I've never had. I love you two so much, and I'm excited to be a part of your future as a married couple. Cheers.
I know you guys don't have drinks. Okay. So I know we've all been very emotional and we love you so much, but I'm going to change it up. Everyone, we're going to change it up. Are we ready? Okay, DJ. So here's my little story. Have a sister named Chelsea. I was so happy. Ryan always pinched me. She made me watch Barney, stole my clothes and always rode her little razor inside. She gave us the stink eye. Then Kelly married Evo. Havasu was the place to go. Wedding, saw someone cute by the limoncello. He's the one I just know. It was Kevin Brown. They said, yeah, yeah. Kev popped the question, said, Chels, will you date me? She said, of course, your girlfriend I'd love to be. He said, hang on, I'm going to the Navy. She said, I'll wait, friends and family, join me, sing it. Now they're all up on their FaceTime, Oklahoma, Tokyo, and the wide open sea. Oh, he loves his Chelsea. And I gotta keep it real now. From a 1 to 10, she's a certified 20. No one else can compete. Hey, what he didn't know when he took that chance, just where it was gonna lead. But he did know her Genio tacos made him never ever wanna leave. So he got down low on one knee and flashed that diamond ring. He asked to have her hand and she said, yeah, let's do the Chelsea Brown thing. Yeah. The question said, Chelsea, will you marry me? She said, of course, your wife I would love to be. They'll have a life filled with little brown babies. They said I do, friends and family, join me singing. Watch out, Chelsea's so glamorous. And have you seen her dress? Well, it's fabulous. Ow! She's no longer on the prowl. Have you seen her ring? She's Kevin's girl now. They're dancing shoes. So many people looking over their clothes. And have you seen her gold shoes with the cute feet toes? Ceremony was rock and roll. They make each other whole. They're the ones to please. Raise your glass in the air for Kevin Chelsea. We all love you, always by your side. Kevin, lean over and kiss your bride. I lost my notes.
Thank you for the heads up that I would be following that. That was amazing. Well, you ready? Good afternoon. My name's Ryan, and I'm truly honored to be standing up here as Kevin's best man. Growing up on Averill Avenue, I had two sisters. One, Courtney Stevens, sitting over there. One who unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, Jessica Stevens, and one brother, Kevin Brown, sitting right here. Kevin and I are 4 years apart in age, which seems like a lot when we were kids, but then Kevin reached high school. He was a freshman, and I was a senior. Naturally, I started bringing Kevin around my friends. Sorry, Judy and Dave. Kevin seemed to fit in with my friends, and they also took him in as a brother of their own. Again, sorry, Judy and Dave. I can confidently speak for all of them when I say you were the coolest freshman to walk the halls of San Pedro High School. Now, I wouldn't be doing my job tonight if I didn't tell at least one semi-embarrassing, funny story about Kevin. For years, Kevin and I had a Christmas tradition in which we would get together and do all of our Christmas shopping on December 23rd. You all might be thinking to yourselves, that's insane, but to us, it was great. One year, we were getting ready to leave, and Kevin walked across the street with something in his hand. He unwrapped a napkin and revealed a couple of brownies. He smiled and said that his friend had made them, and he had saved them for our annual Christmas shopping trip. Without hesitation, I said, yes, this is a great idea. We hopped in my truck, ate the brownies, and we were on our way to Delamo Mall. We were excited for our productive afternoon of Christmas shopping for our friends and family, so we thought. Now fast forward about 45 minutes. Kevin and I are sitting in December 23rd traffic on Hawthorne Boulevard in pouring rain. It was at this moment we realized Kevin's friend was really good at baking brownies. We looked at each other, and without even saying anything, knew Christmas shopping was now off the table. An audible was called, and I decided to park in the parking lot of a nearby Starbucks to try and regroup. Kevin got a bit antsy and went into the Starbucks to get something to drink. I watched intently as Kevin paced back and forth and finally mustered up the courage to order a drink. What would usually be a simple task seemed near impossible in our condition. Kevin got back in the truck and we discussed our options. We quickly decided that our best bet was to abort the mission and just go home. We headed back to Pedro and parked in the parking lot of 25th and Western to rest and recap what had happened. About 5 hours later, we woke up in my truck, a bit confused. Of course, presentless. A few people may have not gotten Christmas presents that year, but we have a story that I'll never forget. I'd like to take a minute to talk about Chelsea now. The more I've gotten to know you over the years, the more I realize that Kevin couldn't have picked a better person to spend the rest of his life with. You saw in Kevin what we always knew, and you weren't going to let a long-distance relationship come between you. And cheers to you for that. Kevin is 100% happy, and that is all I could ever hope for. Kevin, you're the brother I never had. You served our country, what makes you a hero in my book. Yeah. Your accomplishments continue to pile up, both in your career and now tonight. Growing up, me being a few years older, I might have been someone that you looked up to, but I can honestly say that I look up to you, man. I couldn't be more proud of you, and I wish you both the best in your future together. Cheers.
Once again, dancing with his little girl on her wedding day, Gary and Chelsea.
You've had me wrapped around your finger since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Come on, take on this whole world, but to me, you know you'll always be. Good little smile, middle of my heart of stone. Now look at you, I've turned around and you almost grown. Sometimes you're asleep, I whisper I love you in the moonlight at your door. As I walk away, I hear you say, Daddy, love you more. Beautiful baby from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this whole world, but to me, you know you'll always be.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Chelsea and her father, Gary. Next up, our traditional mother-son dance. ladies and gentlemen, once again, Kevin and his mother, Judy.
Yours here right now, the kind of night we dream about. Oh, 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 it's beautiful. Yeah, time flies